Hi everyone, welcome to ScoreCraft Play Session Live number 24. My name is Goni Peles and I'm joined by Yuval Adler, Shira Agmon, Jacob Mason, Jana De Troyer, Taibah Orpin, and James Saunders. It's good to be back. The last session was quite some time ago, 5 months to be exact. If you're curious about what happened with ScoreCraft during this time, there are several new videos on the channel, and I encourage you to check them out after the session. The plan for the session is to play a new ScoreCraft scenario called Whac Tournament. Yuval and I designed this scenario for a recent performance of ScoreCraft, and I expanded it a little bit afterwards. Before we start, I want to explain how the scenario works, and I'll do that over an excerpt from the performance for which Yuval and I designed it. The players in the excerpt are members of the Clang Lab ensemble. Maybe I'll just warn you in advance, it's going to be a little bit long. There's quite a lot of information, but I do want to go through all the rules before we begin, so you get an overview of the scope of the scenario. Of course, I'll also explain the rules as we play, so don't worry if not everything is crystal clear after this first explanation. Okay, so Whac Tournament consists of a series of Whac minigames in which the players have to hit brown targets. The position of each player is determined by two musical parameters. Vertical position is controlled by loudness. Horizontal position is controlled by spectral centroid or pitch. Here it's in this example it's spectral centroid, but we'll use pitch in the session. Now you can see that there are two types of targets: rectangle targets, which players hit by staying within the target for 2 seconds, and circle targets, which players hit by making a short sound whose parameters correspond to the target position. Short sounds must be shorter than 0.9 seconds, and there must be at least 1 second of silence between sounds. If a player plays longer than 0.9 seconds or doesn't wait enough time between sounds, their avatar becomes an X, and before they can make another sound, they must wait in silence until the X disappears. Now you can see these circle and square indications next to the name of some of the players on the leaderboard. Only those players can hit the targets. The other players cannot, they don't play. And the circle or square indicates which of the targets the player should aim at. So here in this example, Spelunker should aim at the circle target, and now Ninja at the rectangle. And this change, you will see that it changes every set of targets. For example, now. On top of that, for a hit to count, the players have to hit both targets simultaneously. This means that the player aiming at the circle target should hit the circle target at the moment when the player aiming at the rectangle target has stayed for 2 seconds within the target. And you can see there's a black clock hand. For example, now you see it starts rotating when the player moves into the target, and when it completes a full revolution, that's when the player stayed for 2 seconds within it. The last bit of information, maybe the most important, maybe not, how to win. You can see the time indication next to each player on the leaderboard. It counts the total time the player has played trying to hit the targets that were assigned to them. And the goal here is to keep this value as low as possible, which means hitting the targets as quickly as possible. So that's how the scenario works, and I know it was quite a lot of details, but yeah, as I said, I'll try to also explain it while we're playing, so hopefully it will become clearer and make more sense as we play it. Okay, I think we're ready now to switch to ScoreCraft's website, and I'll set up the first game. So I already have the game setup screen open. Maybe I'll go quickly through that. Horizontal audio feature, we're going to use pitch. Number of players, we are going to be 5. So Yuval is going to watch us the first game. Maybe we'll rotate or change that later. That's the size of the targets. So targets stay on screen for 30 seconds. That's in milliseconds. Time between targets is 1,500. Let's take this down. So you have 1 attempt to hit a set of targets, not 2. So it's shorter. And this I'll explain later. So now it's just going to be duos, like you saw in the example, but here it's possible to change the number of voices over the course of the tournament. So for example, you start with just solos, then duos, then trios, then quartets, and then quintets. So you have this kind of rising shape of the number of voices. Okay, so confirm, and I'll send the link to the players in the chat. Yeah, feel free to unmute yourself if you haven't.
Okay.
Shira. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, good. When you're ready, click start. Great, so now it's Jana and Shira. Jana, you're... Yeah.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Great. That's Jacob and Taibah. Oh, very quiet.
We can't hear Jacob.
You're very quiet, yeah?
Oh, something happened.
Shira, now it's you and James.
Oh. Oh. Opa! Opa!
Yeah.
Opa!
That was quite close.
It was very close, wasn't it?
Woohoo!
Nice. And
That was great.
that
You win
was
something
that
in
one?
from it.
I'm happy to be back.
There was that one long, very high saxophone thing that was like going up, and I was like, oh, that's like really putting the kettle on. It's like a very.
You know, that's what I'm doing, so that my neighbors don't know that I'm actually playing an instrument.
Ah.
They don't
Just
complain.
making a lot of coffee.
You're holding the saxophone, but actually just boiling a kettle.
How do you know?
Cool. That worked really well. I
It's
think
nice. It's lovely.
Yeah.
you were able to play it.
Big targets.
Yeah. So now there are several things we can do to make it harder.
Oh,
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 something happened.
If he
Jacob.
doesn't come
Let's
back, I'll
take
join.
I think Jacob disappeared.
I feel like his video might have been frozen because I kept hearing him make noise but could see nothing happening.
Hmm. Um, okay, I think I can check with him. Okay, and I think we'll continue. And now he's
He's
back.
coming.
So, hello. What we can do, so we can make the target smaller. One thing I'd like
why
to.
did I say that?
But yeah, actually, I would keep them as they are, and I'd just let's try to have a kind of this rising number of voices shape. So it will start with solos. This means that each will be kind of assigned a different target, and you each play a short solo. And then it will be the duos, which we just did, and then it will be trios and quartets and quintets. That might require to make the target size smaller, actually. So so let's see.
I feel like working out where your target is in the overlapping pile might just be an extra layer.
Should we? Okay, I guess a more didactic way to approach it would be to just go one step. So it will start with solos, then it will be duos, and then it will be trios. Okay. So I'll send you the link. Yuval, do you want to play this time? Somebody else wants to listen?
I'm good with listening.
Good listening. Okay. Jacob, are you here, or are you just without camera? Because it's better for the connection.
I'm here. I just turned my camera off because somebody
Oh, very quiet.
maybe louder now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's
Yeah.
better.
Well done.
That's much
Yeah.
better. Okay, great. Let's start.
Ah.
The glitchy sound is great.
Oh, wait. Wow. won't be able to do that. It's too low. Nope. Yeah, can you do the low
You
one?
know one? Yes.
Yeah. Wow. Fuck. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
Right. Ooh. Yes. What?
What I love about that is I won the least games
Oh.
pretty much as well.
Goni, I think you have to explain the scoring to us.
What?
It's the time. So on the left you see
Yeah.
like the number of targets you hit, and
Yep.
that's like the number of games you played, and then on
Yep.
the right that's the time you spent playing.
Okay.
So theoretically you can hit less targets, but the targets that you did hit, well, you did it pretty well and instantly, and then this is how you get this situation. I mean,
Still
Well
don't
done.
understand that, I think.
So
So if-
I won it on time and Shira won it on targets.
Wow.
I
Yeah, I
mean,
mean-
missing a target basically only means that you get the maximum amount of time for that attempt, right?
Okay, so if
Because-
you miss a target, there's a maximum number that you get, which is the length of the
Yeah.
okay,
So you
I'm
can
with
still miss a few, get a bunch of maximums, but if you even that
Yeah.
out with a bunch of really snappy ones, then
So Taibah, although missed 5 of them, got the ones you got really quickly.
yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'm with it. Got it.
yeah.
I'll
Lovely.
tell you what I thought was quite interesting though. At the start, where Shira and I had the long targets and everyone else had the circle ones, and because
Yeah.
you have to hold it for 2 seconds, it
Yeah.
meant that we started with much higher times when it went to the second round.
Tactics.
It depends, but though how good you are with the with the circle targets. Because if you miss it once, then you have to wait. So it's
Yeah.
I don't know if
You have to wait for the other 2 people to kind of. If you're a short target with 2 long people, you've got to find your sound so you're ready to go with it. So
Yeah.
you might miss it a few times, and then when the other 2 people manage to coordinate, then you have to hit it then, don't you?
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
great. Very nice.
Yeah, I'm also wondering. I mean, I don't think it's the case, but whether there's, I don't know if that's what you meant, Ty, but it's like the circle targets are easier in a way, so it's kind of easy to get them quicker than the rectangle targets.
Mm.
Yeah, I find them easier, I think, in general, particularly because where there's now the dial on the thingy ones, it's quite easy when it gets to there, like you go for the circle and you know you're going to get it together. I think where it was a lot harder is where you've got two rectangular ones, where when people find their pitch, unless one of them stops and then restarts, like they're never actually going to sync up.
Mm.
Yeah.
I think
do-
they need to like learn how to breathe together, even though they don't like sitting in the
Yeah.
same room. That's the ideal
But
situation.
if you just hold the sound completely and just like as a long drone, is that okay?
It's because it keeps going round at the same time. So if I'm there and someone else is there,
Yeah.
if you hold the drone, they're just going to both keep going like that. So they're never going to sync up when the
Yeah.
target's
But they've both
active.
been over 2 seconds though, presumably. Is that right?
But
Yeah,
it
but
doesn't hold. It restarts when it goes
Oh,
back
okay.
round.
Yeah,
So
you
I
need to
think-
synchronize the
think-
beginnings also.
I think what
okay.
you or the other partner needs to do is just to wait until
I'm with you.
his
Yeah.
partner is like
Up,
up
12
and
o'clock,
then
yeah.
starting again.
Yeah. Got it.
That's the idea. But I have to say that the rectangle is much easier for me than
Yeah, I agree.
the second one. The second one is quite like I need to figure it out which note it's supposed to be, and then just to hit it. Sometimes it's hard, and like for me.
Maybe it's just a coincidence, but whenever I had a circle one, I always seem to just like do it, get the right note at the right volume the first time. And I was like, great, I just need to do that again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder how much like the positioning and the type of targets you get, like this combination of things, affects your score at the end.
I had a rectangle that was wildly out of my range, and hence the scrabbling around for anything that would make a high enough pitch.
What I love though is that you had something that would make a high enough pitch
Yeah.
to hand as a third instrument choice. That
Yes,
worked.
it was necessary.
I do wonder if it could be interesting to do it with like, I guess maybe if we did the same thing but with like almost like 3, 4, 5 targets, if you had a slightly longer time frame, because I think it does take a bit longer to sort of get everyone on the right pitches and together.
So we can try it like that. Yeah, we can try it. We can actually now do also the reverse process. So start with a lot of targets and then gradually
Okay,
get less and less targets.
that's good.
I think that would be also the.
That'd be quite fun.
Yeah.
Looking at the time, I think that would be also last game. So, Shira, you want
Yeah, that's
the
nice because when you
first
get
one.
to the
Sorry again.
No, I'm counting the scores. So it's Shira, Taibah, and who is going to be the.
Can we count second places as well and just like do an average that way? Because
Maybe we'll have to go back and check the
Yeah.
standings because
The
I don't-
trouble is I can't remember who the second place was on the first game.
I think it was me both times.
Okay, so it's going
I
to
just
be.
lost out.
It's
Sorry.
it's going to be smaller targets now, and so it starts with 5, so it's a quintet, and then it's quartets, trios,
Wow.
duos, solos. And do you want? Should I increase the time the targets stay on screen to 1
How
minute?
much time it's
Now it's
like
30 seconds.
30 seconds.
I think that's good because
No,
I think after
30
that,
seconds.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's good. I think we've struggled to get 5 people doing all the right stuff
Yeah.
in 30 seconds.
We'll just miss it.
Yeah. Because
In a way,
otherwise
if
it
we
will
game-
be a really long game.
from a game point of view, in a way, 5 is pointless because we'll all end up with the same score for it. But it's nice as a
Yeah.
Yeah.
You say
as
this
a
now,
thing.
wants to win.
James. Somehow we'll all do it.
Okay, I'll send you the link. Okay.
Yeah, now let's do it again. Ooh. Oh, wait, okay. Ay, ay, ay.
Wow.
Ooh.
I can do the low one. I cannot do the low one. Apparently.
Ooh. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, almost. Come on. Oh. I. Oh. 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 Oh, okay. Oh. 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 Yeah.
Got it.
Aish.
Ooh. 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 Ooh.
Yes. Ooh. 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 Ooh.
Oh. Sorry.
And this is so low. Ooh. 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 Against all odds. Oh
That's
my
amazing.
god.
It was pretty close though, weren't we?
Mm-hmm.
I have to say, I thought I'm gonna lose. Like,
You just need one
Wow.
bad round, don't you?
that was
That was
so
amazing.
hard.
Very
Oh my
interesting.
Do you know
God.
what? I feel like my input on the computer might not have been quite right because I was making like no sound for some of those and it's still showing up as halfway up the thing. It's just like,
That was great.
Wow. Wow. I
Yeah.
felt like I'm sweating.
I love the fact that none of us scored any points on
Yes.
like the 5 or the 4 there.
Yeah, there was a moment where I think we got a first point for a trio. It was like, yes.
Yeah, the
That was really
four
good.
Are really hard.
Wow. That
The
was really
overall result, like the form, I think it's really nice when you get
Yeah.
these extremes.
Thinning out.
With like solos to trios, I felt that a little bit less. Like the range was not that large to make a huge difference, but with this, it's really sounds like a process piece in a way.
It's great.
Yeah, some things I'm thinking about adding maybe for next session is like more shapes. I think it would be nice maybe to have it. I mean, one idea is like a hill or a valley. It could also go up in like shorter time spans, so it might be a solo, duo, trio, quartet, solo, duo, trio, quartet, or something like that. So I don't know. Any suggestions?
It
ideas,
works really
comments?
well. I love the interface with this one. That sense of seeing what other people are doing, and then it flips out to the big square when it's your go. It's really clear, actually.
Yeah.
It's quite exciting. It's like, is it? Oh, it's not me. I've got to
You
break.
see the big green square and it's like, oh god, what targets are coming?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
I'm
I think
curious, have you tried?
Finish one target and then the green square stays and you wait for the next one.
The what? I couldn't hear.
It was a bit difficult.
Again, Jacob?
Sorry, is it too quiet?
A little
That's
bit.
better.
When you finish one target and then the green square stays and you're waiting for the next one.
Yes.
What I was
Yeah.
saying is you can kind of guess when that might be, because there's one point when everyone else was on about like 15 rounds they'd played and I was on about 11 and I was like, so I'm going to have a load of them coming up in a minute.
Yeah.
I think from a scoring point of view, personally, you should get a bonus for getting the most targets. Probably about 17 seconds worth, 18 seconds perhaps. Something would be good.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Especially if you get
worth it.
7 and more.
Yeah, exactly. Only if you get 7 or more, in fact, would probably be good.
It's quite interesting as a scoring thing because I feel like you really could run it with either the most targets or shortest time as like different scoring ones, and it's whether there is a way like that where you can sort of marry it up. So if you get a target, it maybe like takes off 5 seconds of your time or something like that. So it kind of.
But actually, thinking about it, it is right, because if we all missed everything, we'd all have the same time. So you are getting credit for getting more targets, really, aren't you? I suppose it's just that Shira obviously got more of her targets in. I must have had some really long times trying to get like 28 seconds to get one of them or something like that.
Probably changing instruments so you could hit the right
Quite possibly.
pitch.
Yeah. I mean, maybe one reason it could actually be interesting, what Taibah suggests, is because it would introduce situations where you maybe fail on purpose with somebody else.
Yeah.
That I think something I'm wondering how it could be incorporated, because now you have no interest to fail.
No.
And if you can, it could create more tension, I guess.
Yeah, you're sort of throwing a game in a way, aren't you, to disrupt other people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it could be interesting to see as well with the thin line targets as well. I was thinking that we've had in some of the other whack ones.
The really small one, the
Yeah.
tiny ones. Yeah, they could be added actually. I think that's just kind of something we inherited from the performance we did in Basel with Klanglampenensemble. Because then we just chose these 2 types of targets and I just kept it. So yeah, I could actually add it also. Great, lots of stuff for me
Lovely.
to work on. For the
I
next
think that's one
session.
of the best scenarios for me. I think I love the sort of constant regrouping of duos and trios. The sense of being on the same team but also all competing against each other. It's a really interesting balance. And also sitting and watching. If you're, as I am at the moment, in that thing in 4th, and all the timers above you are going up and up, you're just sort of willing people to fail, which is really good. I like that.
I love how close everyone else is time-wise, and then I just did not do well on that round. It's like targets, 2. Time, bad.
Yeah. Yeah, almost 30 seconds difference from James. Great.
Great.
Any more comments before we wrap it up? Cool. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks for playing. Thanks for watching. And we'll see you in the next session.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.